Hello and welcome to the Keys to On-Campus Living video. This is the move-in edition. My name is Chris.
And my name is Hannah.
And today we're going to tell you everything you need to know about move-in at Kennesaw State University. Don't worry, there's going to be a lot of information coming at you, but we'll have timestamps in the video so you can jump to specific parts in case you missed something or want to hear it again. But we're going to go ahead and start. First and foremost, on your screen, you should see the move-in dates for the Merida campus and the Kennesaw campus. They are slightly different. The Kennesaw campus, we're going to move in from August 13th through the 15th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Merida campus, you're going to move in August 14th and 15th from 9 to 4 p.m. Again, please write these dates down. We'll talk about how you select your move-in time a little bit later in this video. Also, the best piece of advice that we could give is go to the move-in website. You should also see that on your screen. There's a QR code you can scan that will take you directly to the move-in page. It has everything you need to know about move-in. Everything we're going to cover in this video is also housed on our website, so please take advantage of that resource and use it as much as you need to. It's right there on the housing website too, so if you miss the QR code, you can always jump back or go to our general housing webpage and you'll see it there.
Let's go ahead and talk about move-in arrival times. You should have already received a time ticket to sign up for a move-in arrival time on your housing portal. You can select a date and time that's designated for your community to move in. It is going to be a 30-minute time slot that you will be selecting. Now, this is not you need 30 minutes to unload your car and hurry up and move everything in. It's a 30-minute time window that you will actually make yourself to campus and check in with our staff. We kindly ask that you only bring 2 to 3 guests with you on your move-in day. This will help limit congestion and traffic in our roadways and in our hallways. Now, if you don't select a move-in arrival time, we're not going to assign you one. You do need to go into the housing portal and select one yourself. If you need to cancel or reschedule your move-in time slot, it's easy. Just go back to the housing portal, delete the one that you already have, and go ahead and select a new one. Keep in mind, other students have already gone in and selected other move-in dates and times, so it might just be a little bit more limited, but you can select a new arrival time. And also, reminder, we can't accommodate any special requests as far as move-in arrival times. If you do not see an arrival time in our housing portal, we don't have it available for you to select. You'll need to select another one.
Let's talk about the pre-arrival checklist. In order to make your move-in experience as smooth as possible, there's some things that you need to do ahead of time to make sure that your move-in day is super smooth and painless. First and foremost, on the screen, we're going to show you where to find this checklist. Again, everything is on the move-in webpage. Bookmark it, save it. You're going to be visiting that a lot leading up to the move-in days. So first and foremost, if you have not already done this, you need to submit a photo for your mobile talent card. We have an approval process for that. So once it's approved, you can actually add your mobile talent card to your phone's wallet. You can have it on your watch, your phone, or any other devices that you might have that are compatible. So first and foremost, you got to do that. Second, you got to set up a 6-digit lock access PIN. So all of our doors here on campus, the unit doors anyway, they have dual factor authentication. So for example, if I have access to my room, I need to punch in a 6-digit PIN, then present my mobile talent card in order to get into my space. If someone were to grab Hannah's phone and try to get into her room, they wouldn't be able to unless they also knew her PIN. It's a really great safety feature that we have, but you'll have to set that up before you get to campus. Please complete all the KSU immunization requirements. There's a checklist there of all the different documents that you have to submit to the university just to make sure you're complying with all of those requirements. Remember that the payment deadline is coming up really quickly after move-in. It's actually August 22nd is when your balance with KSU needs to be at zero. Reach out to the bursar's office with any questions or to set up a payment plan. If you're bringing a car to campus, you need to purchase a parking permit as well. That's done through the parking portal, and you can pick a parking area based on where you're going to be living on campus. And then finally, we've already mentioned it, but please remember the packing list, things that you can and cannot bring. There are certain items that are approved for you to bring. There are certain items that you can't bring. We're not going to cover them here because there's too many. There's a whole document on our webpage that will show you approved and unapproved items to bring to campus.
While we're thinking about packing up all of our items and moving to KSU, we also remind you of something that's optional, but highly, highly recommended here is enrolling in renter's insurance before you get here. We do have GradGuard in our housing portal if you'd like to look into that option. If you don't want to look at GradGuard, we just recommend that you look at some sort of renter's insurance. While it is optional, it is highly, highly recommended here to protect your belongings while you live with us. Another thing we want to talk about is early move-in. We will have early move-in for one specific population. That is going to be the marching band. They will be moving in on Saturday, August 9th. They must self-select an early move-in time in their housing portal. They'll have the time ticket to go in and select a move-in arrival time. They will see dates for August 9th. They must be pre-registered with the Marching Owls in order to be able to move in early. We will have more information about early move-in on our website and in our emails. Please make sure you're checking your KSU student email for that.
Yeah, so let's talk about the rest of you. If you're not a Marching Owl, we have about 100 Marching Owls moving in on August 9th. If you're not one of those students, you're going to be moving in those dates we mentioned earlier. Again, Kennesaw campus, August 13th through the 15th. Marietta campus, August 14th and 15th. We're going to cover the overall move-in process just so you know what to expect when you show up on campus for your move-in day. First and foremost, students and parents, you have different processes that you have to follow. So for your students, if you are a student driving yourself or you're in a car with your parent or guardian, you are going to go straight to our check-in area. If you're a parent driving solo, you don't have a child in your car or a student in your car, you're going to go straight to the unloading zones. And so this is the first chance where your student is going to get to do something without you there guiding them through the whole process. So we separate our students and our parents. That's for a couple different reasons. We're going to have a lot of traffic on campus these days, so we try to keep only those who need to go through the check-in process in the check-in area. But it's super, super smooth. We have move-in maps available on our website. We definitely recommend you checking those out, especially if you've never been to campus before, or if you haven't visited us in a while. Maybe you only came for an admissions tour in your orientation. Definitely review those move-in maps because they are super helpful and they're customized to the residential area that you're going to be living in. So if you're going to be a University Village student, look at the University Village map. If you're going to be a Howell student in Marietta, look at the Howell map. It will tell you exactly where you need to drive and also give you other highlights like where the water stations are, where the dumpsters are, where recycling is, where the volunteers are, all that great stuff. Last 12 years, we've had a drive-through move-in process where you don't have to get out of your car in that August heat. Our team will stand outside and bear the brunt of that while you get to sit in your air-conditioned car, and we will do all of the work for you. So students, again, you will be the ones who go through the check-in process. We have two very large locations that you will navigate to. On the Kennesaw campus, the drive-through check-in is in the central parking deck on the 3rd floor. In Marietta, the check-in lot is the east parking lot by the Student Rec Center. So that is your first navigation point if you are a student or a parent transporting a student who is checking in. You go through the check-in process, you're probably going to see Hannah there. She'll be on the Kennesaw campus helping people check in as they drive through. And you will have to arrive during that 30-minute window that Hannah said. So if you pick between 9 and 9:30 on August 13th. We need you to arrive during that 30-minute window of time. Again, just so that we can manage the volume of people that are coming to campus and try to have your experience be a really great one. Please make sure to have either your physical talent card or your mobile talent card present, because again, you're going to be asked for that a couple times during the day. When you drive through the check-in area, Hannah and her team are going to want to make sure that you're in the right place and that you know exactly where you're going. They'll take your phone or device, they'll check you into your room, and you'll be on your way. Don't forget that 6-digit PIN. If you have not set that up already, you are going to have a delayed move-in process. Also, if you have not submitted a photo for your mobile talent card, things will be a little bit delayed for you. We're going to have you pull off to the side away from the main check-in traffic, and you have to do those 2 steps before you proceed. So again, we mentioned those steps you have to do before you get to campus. Please make sure you do that, or your experience will be a little bit delayed, and that's not what we want. So after you go through the check-in process, you'll follow all the directions, follow those move-in maps to where you need to go for your unloading zones. Depending on which community you're living in and which campus, there's a different unloading zone for you to navigate to. So let's talk about unloading. This is where things really get a little wacky, depending on how many people show up to help you move in. In each unloading zone, we will have bins available. You can't miss them. They're different. They're color-coded based on where you're driving to on the different parts of campus. We allow 1 bin per family, and you get 1 hour to use that bin. Now, I ran the numbers earlier today. We have 4,500 students moving in over the course of 3 days. We have 300 bins total. So not everybody's going to get a move-in bin. So we encourage everybody to bring your own dollies, wagons, anything you have that can help transport large items from your car to your room. Highly recommend you take advantage of those. Bring your own. It'll speed up your process. It'll make your experience super great. If you decide to wait on a bin, you could be waiting for several hours before you get your hands on one. So again, your unloading zone is where you'll go. If you're a parent, you're going to go straight to the unloading zone if you don't have a student in your vehicle. Again, the checkout bins are there for you to use. Once your car is unloaded, we're going to ask you to move your vehicle to a temporary parking area so that we can keep that unloading zone clear for the other students arriving. Again, we've got about 1,500 people moving in each day, so it's really important we keep those spaces clean. And we'll be watching those parking lots and making sure you're moving your vehicle, moving it either up in a parking deck or moving it out of an unloading zone. Other tips, please make sure you're wearing comfortable shoes. Based on the weather we've had so far here in Georgia, it's going to be brutally hot those 3 days in August. Make sure you wear sunscreen, make sure you're staying hydrated. Move-in is really the most fun days that we have here on campus at Kennesaw State, so we're very excited to welcome you and can't wait to have you here.
I want to talk specifically to our students who are going to be moving into the Summit this fall. So with the Summit, because we have Summit 2 construction going on, your move-in will look slightly different, specifically at your unloading zone. So students, you're still going to go to your check-in area. Parents, you're still going to go straight to the unloading zone. Now, when you get to the unloading zone for the Summit, you will go to Lot A is where your unloading zone is going to be. You're going to receive a parking slip. Your parking slip is going to be for your unloading time is going to be 1 hour. So your parking slip will tell you when your 1 hour is going to be up. Once the student arrives to the unloading zone, they can then get a move-out bin, like a moving bin. The parents cannot check out a moving bin without the student being present. So your student does have to meet you there because we do need some student information to check out the bins. We will have staff and volunteers to assist with the bin loading, and staff will be around helping with traffic because we do have construction going on in the area. Now, once you've unloaded and your 1 hour unloading time is up, you do need to move your car to Lot A. You'll be moving up to the west deck, but we will have signage around to help you get you there.
That's it. Your car's unloaded. You're ready to set up your room. It's a super exciting time. Your family might be crying, getting ready to say goodbye to you, but you're so excited to start your college career. Let's say you forgot something. We have our list of things you should bring, things you shouldn't bring. Maybe you forgot toilet paper, cleaning supplies, any general household items. You can go to Target or Walmart off campus, but there's resources here on campus that will save you time and gas, because getting off of campus and back onto campus during move-in can be a little bit challenging. So on the Kennesaw campus, we have the Village Market and University Village 5000, and we have our bookstore in the Student Center. They're going to be carrying a lot of different items that you might need in the event that you forgot something really simple, or you just want to go browse around and shop for maybe some KSU swag or something like that. On the Marietta campus, our student center will be open. And again, they'll have a lot of different household items for you to browse from. It'll save you time, it'll save you money. Definitely recommend taking advantage of those resources. Once you're here, there's a lot of information that's going to be dumped to you. We have a welcome email that will shoot out to your KSU student email address when you check in. It's going to have a wealth of information about hours of the dining hall, different events that are happening on campus, important things for you to know. We also have all of this on a welcome webpage as well, so we definitely recommend checking that out once you're moved in. You'll have an emergency information magnet on your door too, in the event that something happens. Maybe your parents and guardians, they leave, you get locked out of your room. Like, what do I do now? There's information inside your room of what to do in the event that that happens. And one of the most important people that you're going to meet is your resident assistant. We call them RAs for short. They're going to send you an email prior to move-in that's going to introduce themselves to you. They're going to be on your floors during move-in. They're definitely going to be someone to help you navigate the first couple weeks of college, get acclimated, get plugged into the campus community. Your RA is going to be a great resource.
So if you need any help on your move-in day, we have plenty of resources for you. One, we're going to have information tents in all of the first-year communities that you can visit, ask any questions. We're also going to have big Ask Me buttons for our housing staff. Any of our staff is going to be happy to help answer any questions that you might have. If you're having any Wi-Fi issues, having trouble getting connected, I'd visit our welcome website, and that's going to help you kind of troubleshoot some of those questions you might have. Also, if there's anything wrong with your room, even just like a light bulb is out, anything small like that, you can submit a maintenance request in our housing portal, and we'll address those issues very quickly during move-in. And if you're having any issues with that mobile Talon card services will be here at the Talon One Service Center to assist as well.
So we're saving the best bit of information for last. There's an event that we've done the last 5 years that is like our big kickoff to the start of a brand new academic year. It's called Silent Disco. This year with our theme, we're calling it the main stage. So this is an event you are not gonna wanna miss. Move-in wraps at 4 p.m. on Friday the 15th. And at 6 p.m. our doors open up so that you can get into the Silent Disco. And at 7 p.m. we'll start handing out the headsets for the Silent Disco event. If you've never been to one of these, they're kind of weird at first, and then you watch people kind of start vibing out. You'll have these headsets that you wear. No one else can hear the music that you're hearing, but there's a DJ that's controlling and like spitting out music to your headphones. It is a really fun event. We generally have anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 students attend. And this year, probably shouldn't spoil this, but we're having a fireworks show at the very end of the Silent Disco. So you're gonna wanna stay to the very end. And people will be talking about this event, so don't miss it. So Hannah, this information is great for people that have housing, but for those that might still be on the wait list, fear not, we are still working our wait list every day. We're trying to book students onto rooms as they come available. If you're still on the wait list, it's not the end of the world. But we are, because move-in takes so much time and energy from our team, August 1st will be the last day that we do waitlist placements until school starts back up. So if you're out there thinking, oh, there's no hope for me, there is hope. The first week of school, we will have what we call no-shows. Those are students who pick a room, don't show up for move-in. And 9 a.m. the first day of classes, if a student has not moved in, we cancel their housing and then start offering those rooms to people on the wait list. So please don't give up hope yet. There's still a chance that you'll get on-campus housing and get to join all this fun. So that's it. That's move-in in a nutshell. Please, again, the best resource is the housing website, the move-in webpage. You're gonna get a ton of emails coming to you soon, so please be on the lookout. This video is gonna be embedded in an email, so please read everything that we're sending out to you. Please check our social media, Housing KSU on all the platforms. If you have any questions after watching this and reading our website, Talon One is a great resource for you. They're 470-578-T1 on your numerical device. That's 8663. 470-578-8663. But we're so excited to have you here. Can't wait for you to join Kennesaw State and be in the on-campus community. Bye.